Yo, what is up guys? Today is a no gym push-pull leg split workout, calisthenics technically. This is for everybody who can't go to the gym, can't afford it, whatever your position is in life. I'm a huge advocate for going and doing some sort of activity in your life. And this is a very beginner to advanced workout split. So it doesn't matter where you are in your level of fitness, you can do this. That's what we've made it for. So in this video, we're gonna have me and we're gonna have Daniel. Daniel is the equivalent to you being a beginner. He's my best mate. It was really good to get him in this video because it allows me to tackle what you would be going through that I could not relate to. Basically, I got to see what a beginner would actually struggle with. We got to work on it in this video. So if you are a beginner, you are about to see a true beginner's struggles in this. It would be amazing if you can buy bands, probably sets of bands of like strength levels. If you are very new, you're gonna need a very strong band versus the one we have in my video is a very weak band. But yeah, if you can get sets or you can just buy one and use that, depending on your level. And yes, this is a very, very big, good workout. Like I don't want to go easy on you guys for your beginner stage. Just change the reps around and how many sets you would do depending on where you are. But other than that, just like smash this workout out like Daniel could, and I believe all of you can if you push yourself hard enough. Before we get into this video, if you could hit the subscribe button if you are into fitness and self-improvement videos, it would mean the world for me if you joined us. So warm up is very important in a park, not so much at a gym. You could slowly warm up with the weights, but versus at a park, when you go to pull up, you're pulling your whole body weight. Warming up doesn't involve stretching, by the way. For all the beginners out there, you do not stretch before a workout. It's after a workout when you want to stretch. What I would be doing is like rotating my shoulders and then going for a wide rotation. That really works, and I'll be swinging my arms across, getting my whole chest, my back, everything, get blood flow. The best type of warm-up is cardio. If you can heat up the body, that will prevent injury before anything else you do. And then lubricating your joints, like rolling your wrist, and then get into it. That's all you need to do. Don't stretch. You will hinder your training in a way. So that is a common thing that people don't realize. So yeah, like I said before, my opinion is if you can get to a gym, go to a gym. That is my preferred way to lift. I'm always gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, do calisthenics. Like, if you can get to a gym, get to a gym. But if you cannot and you can't afford it or you don't have the confidence, start with these park things. Do it for a month, do it for 2 months, and then go to the gym. And then show off to everybody how you can do a pull-up like crazy. And it's all about having fun. That's something that people keep forgetting. Have fun. The whole point of this is to have fun. We do fitness because it's fun. Like there's an overall goal and objective, but it's meant to be fun. So as you see now with me and Daniel, we are testing his limit. For all of you new people, you won't know where you stand, like what you can do. So as you see us doing right now, we are testing his limit. We start off with him trying to do a pull-up, and then we realize, oh, he can't really do it unless he like swings his legs really aggressively to get him up with momentum. So then we switch to the band. But like I said before, my bands are too weak. I don't really have like a set of bands, but if you were going to be like really serious with this, a set of bands is really good. So we're finding his level right now, and to find all the levels, these are the I'm gonna say there's 4 levels to this. So you got your advanced, which is what I would be doing in these videos. You got your intermediate, which is with the band, right? We've got beginner, which is going to be only focusing on the eccentric. So like as you're coming down and just really holding, as you see Daniel doing right now. And then we got noob, which I would say is the eccentric with a band. So like if you literally cannot hold and fight against gravity, use a band so it's a bit easier for you to do that. And that's what I would consider the noob. So yeah, we're gonna start with the pull workout. So we're gonna start off with pull-ups. You need to realize that like it's the eccentric that you need to do. If you are good at doing pull-ups, it's not the shooting up to the bar, it's coming back down that's important. It's like everybody forgets that, and they just keep pushing, like they're explosive in a way. And I kind of get carried away with it too, but the real muscle gain is when you're fighting against gravity, not pulling up. So if you're an advanced lifter, you would start doing the pull-ups like I am doing. just really focus on engaging and squeezing the muscle. And if you are an intermediate lifter, you would use the band right now, and the stronger bands you have, the better and easier it will be to do this. And then for a beginner, you see what I'm doing with Daniel, where he is only fighting against gravity. And at this park, it's really good because we have those monkey bars, that like kind of ladder thing for us to climb up and then jump off and then use against gravity. Or you can do what, if these bars were a bit lower, you can just jump up to the bar and then fight against it. But the bar was really, really high, so we had to climb up to it. What I'm saying here in this video is that you need to fight against gravity. That is the most important part of the lift, and you're lucky because you can just jump up and then fight against it. And every beginner could probably do this. It doesn't really involve you pulling up to the bar, but it involves you doing the other half of the motion, which is the most important part anyways. So this could excel your development by a lot, especially your back development. This could excel it so much, and you need to just focus on what Daniel is doing here. So the exercise number 2 is a row, and as you see me doing and moving my feet positioning, that will be how advanced and easy it is for you. Or like, you can make it easier for yourself by pulling yourself up a bit more, like moving your legs forward, or you can make it harder by hanging more. And as you see me here flexing on them, if you're really advanced and you get really good, you can do what I was doing, where it's like a mid-air plank, which is so cool that I could do that now, that my core has gotten a lot stronger. This is a pretty basic, straightforward movement. This will build a lot of size in your back, and this will prepare you for the gym, because the row is a very, very good movement. Obviously, you can only overload it so much here. You can probably put a bag with weights if you get really into this, but for the most part, it is very good. Daniel was able to do them really well. You want to really focus against fighting against gravity. That is the main thing with all of this stuff. Really squeeze at the top and then really fight against gravity. So exercise number 3 is a chin up. And what you want to be doing is really, really fighting against gravity. Like I've been saying with all of this, all your pull workouts are just going to be you fighting against gravity. That's the main objective and point out of this. Really focus on your squeeze, and even if you're an advanced lifter, always focus on that squeeze. Like, get the muscle really working versus just throwing yourself up and swinging around. If you're an intermediate, again, you can use a band as you see me do, and it does really work, and it allows you to really focus on the muscle. Daniel does try, and he couldn't, because at this point in the workout, especially if you're a beginner, it's very, very hard, and that's completely fine. You need to realize that he's completely fine. So then he goes to the beginner part of the workout, which would be him just fighting against gravity, and he was able to really work out his back in doing so, versus just giving up and being like, oh, I'll do it another day. And this allowed him to actually work his back very, very well with the whole fighting against gravity thing. I saw him the next day and he was telling me how sore he was, which is good, especially if you're a beginner. And then exercise number 4 to round up the whole pull workout. This is a big pull workout, and I'm proud of you if you can do it, is hanging. People don't realize that hanging really develops your forearms. And as you will see later in this, you will see how big my forearms are, pump in my forearms. Hanging is really, really, really good to build strong forearms and grip, especially in a calisthenics workout, and even in the gym. Having a good grip is so underrated. People don't realize I used to always train my grip strength, and that's why I was able to always do really, really abnormal workouts, because I just had a higher grip strength than everybody else. And for Daniel, it started ripping his skin here. So like, be very careful. It's going to happen. You're working out at a park. Maybe just get chalk if you're just trying to be safe. Okay, now we are on to the push workout. Like I was saying before, push can only be pushed so much. If you're a beginner, this is very good, but then I feel like you're going to need to go to a gym later on. So the first exercise is push-ups. So as you see me doing, I have a slight tuck. I don't go into this like up here. This will put a lot of strain on your shoulders. So always come in with a bit of a tuck. Not here, here. This will be a lot safer on your shoulders, and we really just want to try and prevent getting injured, especially a shoulder injury. That is the worst one you could probably get. But as you see me do, and as you see Daniel try to do, it is very difficult because at this point we've already done our whole pull workout and now we're just trying to record a video. If you cannot do this, there is an advanced way. So the advanced way would be putting your feet on an elevation and then doing a push-up. But if you are a beginner, you would do what I'm doing right now, which is going in an elevated push-up, which makes it a lot easier, but you can isolate the chest a lot more. Exercise number 2 is the pike push-up. It is a great, I felt my shoulders so well on this. The less advanced you are, the further back and more of a push-up type of look it has. And the more advanced, the more of a curve you have in your back. It's not really a curve, more of a bend, more exaggeration, and more gravity you're pushing onto your shoulders. Great workout. Make sure you're tucking your elbows in to keep it there, and be very careful with this. It is your shoulders and there's a lot of weight. Test where you are. Try to really push your limits without hurting yourself. Exercise number 3, close grip push-ups will allow you to really push your triceps, which is very good, and then it will also allow some movement in the chest and some more development in the chest as well. So it's a pretty 2-in-1. It's really good. So close grip push-ups do the exact same. Just make sure you are tucking in your elbows, as you see me doing here. Tuck in your elbows. As I give you this amazing demonstration, always tuck in your elbows so your tricep is being developed. And if you can't do this, you can go to the elevation and make it easy for yourself. Exercise number 4 is the dip. And as you see me doing, and I'm pretty fatigued because I did do chest the day before, it is a great thing. Even I do it at the gym now as my sole tricep exercise. So this is amazing. You are able to just do the exact same at a park. It is a very advanced movement, and if you can't do the normal dip with your hands behind you, I'll have a photo up. And as you see Daniel trying to do, if you can't do a proper dip but you really want to learn it, do as what Daniel did, like fight against gravity. That's the best way you're gonna learn. As much as I love the dips that are behind you, at a certain point they just become like too easy. So then maybe fight against gravity, but be very careful, because at the very bottom, like if you're just gonna hang, your joints are at a very high pressure situation. Make sure your wrists are staying straight, right? So you wanna sit the bar here, like in this, right? You don't want to sit the bar over here and be pushing your wrist, because you'll fuck up your wrist. You will fuck it up by pushing the weight here. You want it right here on this bone. So you cannot, it's just straight force versus here. You see how I can push back? Do not do that. Even at the gym, you will fuck up your wrist very fast. So avoid that if you can. Overall, the push-up workout is very good to do, but I would say it needs to, at a certain point, go to the gym and pick up some heavier weight, because you can't really isolate the chest as well. But as a beginner, it's amazing. Good, it's really good, and you can do this one at home minus the advanced dip section. To round it all off, we have legs. Legs is an interesting one because I don't agree with a calisthenics legs workout, but if you're a beginner, it would be good to get the form in so that when you move to the gym, it's going to allow you to really overload the legs, because legs need a huge amount of weight. What we are doing here is a close stance squat, so it really develops your quads. Just really focus on the squeeze and try to explode out of it. Daniel doing it is pretty easy for him. The Bulgarian split squat is an amazing workout to develop the quads, so this is something I would definitely say would, in a way, develop your legs at a park even, because at the gym most people can't even do it with weights, and it will get you ready for the gym. It is a hard to balance one, so get your arms out, try to balance. You're gonna wobble a bit, it's fine, it happens to everybody. With that being said, when you see Daniel doing this, and most of you new people doing this, are going to have your knee past your toes. You need to be conscious of this and try to avoid that, and try to pull yourself more back. This will prevent injury. This will actually activate the muscle better, but it comes with time, and the more you develop the muscle, as you see Daniel doing it, try to avoid that. And I try to show him what I'm talking about with my little demonstration. So you want to be doing this versus that with your knee all the way forward. And to end off leg day, which leg day isn't that big, is Sprints, 3 sets of 100 meters. Feel the explosion in your legs. Make sure you've warmed up before this. Do a couple walks. Sprints can be this high burst activity which could injure you. There's not much you can do to overload the legs, but this is what I felt like could be a good start. All the workouts and what I think you should be doing for sets and rep ranges, but you should build this towards your level. If you're an advanced lifter, you can do exactly how I have it written out. If you are a beginning lifter, take 1 set out of each exercise and take some repetitions out of it and build it towards you. Like I kept doing with Daniel, I kept molding it towards his ability level. Try to get to like 10 reps in every exercise, but this will take time. If you can't start with 5, and if you can get to 5 in a certain one and you can build it up to 10, beginner stage, then you move up 1. And then when you can do that for 10, you can try and move up 1 and try to get that next one for 5. That is my full calisthenics push-pull legs for the people who cannot go to the gym. I do highly suggest going to the gym, but if you cannot, I am always a person who's going to say activity over no activity. And if this helps, I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and let me know any videos you want me to make. I hope you all have a blessed day and take it easy.